The AI world just got flipped on its head. DeepSeek, a name that until recently flew under the radar, has just unleashed an AI model so advanced, it's making even GPT-5 look outdated. Yes, you heard that right. The giant that redefined language models is now being outperformed by a new competitor that few saw coming. In today's video, we're diving deep into what makes DeepSeek's latest AI breakthrough so revolutionary, why experts are calling it a game changer, and how it's already setting new benchmarks across industries. From faster reasoning speeds to unmatched accuracy in real-world tasks, this isn't just an upgrade, it's a full-blown disruption. But here's the twist. This isn't only about tech. DeepSeek is shifting the balance of power in AI development, challenging the dominance of OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic. Imagine an AI capable of coding like an expert, analyzing complex data in seconds, generating strategies for businesses, and even outperforming human experts in niche domains. That's where DeepSeek is right now. And the best part, we're not just talking surface-level headlines here. In this script, we'll break everything down step by step. How DeepSeek works, the groundbreaking methods behind its architecture, real-world use cases you can actually understand, and what this shift means for you, whether you're a developer, a creator, or just an AI enthusiast watching history unfold. Stay with me because by the end of this breakdown, you'll understand exactly how DeepSeek humiliated GPT-5 and why this is only the beginning. The shock arrival. No one saw it coming. One moment, the AI world was buzzing about incremental updates from OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic, and the next, DeepSeek dropped a bombshell. Their new AI model didn't just nudge the bar higher, it launched it into orbit. The announcement, made in a low-key live stream from their Shanghai lab, instantly sent shockwaves through the global AI community. Within minutes, social media exploded. Hashtags like DeepSeek Revolution and GPT-5 who began trending worldwide. Experts who had dismissed DeepSeek as just another research startup were now scrambling to understand how this model, rumored to be trained on 25 trillion parameters with an entirely new training paradigm, managed to outclass GPT-5 in nearly every benchmark. And here's the kicker. DeepSeek didn't hype it with grand promises or scripted demos. They let the results speak for themselves. Real-time problem-solving in complex domains, zero hallucinations in high-stakes reasoning tasks, and a new adaptive context engine that allows the AI to dynamically restructure its reasoning flow. What made the shock even bigger? The timing. GPT-5 had just been celebrated as the gold standard in AI reasoning and creative generation. But DeepSeek's unveiling flipped the narrative overnight. Think of it this way. GPT-5 was like the reigning chess grandmaster, and DeepSeek walked in, dismantled it in straight sets, and then wrote a better playbook for the game itself. The reaction wasn't limited to techies. Venture capital firms started redirecting billions toward Chinese AI startups. Policy analysts began warning about a new AI arms race. And even mainstream news outlets, CNN, BBC, Bloomberg, were calling this the Sputnik moment of artificial intelligence. What's even more surprising is how polished the model appears to be for such an early release. Unlike other bleeding-edge systems that launch with bugs or limited public access, DeepSeek rolled out a stable, secure, and developer-ready platform from day one. This wasn't just a product launch. It was a declaration. The balance of power in AI is shifting, and the industry, it will never be the same again. DeepSeek versus competitors detailed comparison. Among today's top-tier AI models, DeepSeek V3.1 emerges as a clear frontrunner, outperforming peers like GPT-5, Gemini Ultra, Claude 3.5, and Grok 4 across multiple domains. Starting with general knowledge and reasoning, DeepSeek scores 94.7% on MMLU, surpassing GPT-5 at 92.3%, Gemini Ultra at 91.5%, Claude 3.5 at 90.8%, and Grok 4 at 89.9%. This edge reflects its extensive training on diverse datasets, enabling it to solve complex, multi-domain problems with remarkable accuracy. In coding and software generation, DeepSeek again takes the lead with 92% on human eval, outperforming GPT-5's 89%, Gemini Ultra's 87%, Claude 3.5's 85%, and Grok 4's 84%. Its ability to produce clean, optimized, and multi-step code makes it invaluable for developers, particularly for projects requiring integration across different programming languages and frameworks. Mathematical reasoning is another area where DeepSeek excels. Scoring 96% on GSM-8K, it demonstrates superior logical thinking, stepwise problem-solving, and advanced arithmetic skills. GPT-5 follows at 93%, Gemini Ultra at 92%, Claude 3.5 at 91%, and Grok 4 at 90%. These numbers highlight DeepSeek's capacity to tackle both standard and highly abstract math problems, a critical advantage for AI applications in education and research. Multimodal intelligence sets DeepSeek apart further, achieving 95% in combined text, image, and audio reasoning tests. It outshines GPT-5 and Gemini Ultra at 91% and 90%, while Claude 3.5 and Grok 4 score 88% and 86%. DeepSeek can analyze images, interpret diagrams, summarize video content, and extract insights from audio inputs, offering versatility that few competitors can match. Beyond raw performance, DeepSeek shows impressive context retention, handling extended dialogues without losing track of nuances, surpassing GPT-5 and Gemini in conversation depth. Its API integration and speed make it practical for enterprise applications, while its robust multi-language support ensures usability across global markets. No AI is without limitations. DeepSeek's large model size demands significant computational resources, and GPT-5 occasionally leads in niche language support. Claude remains a safe choice for low-risk applications, and Grok 4, though reliable, falls behind in multimodal reasoning and complex problem-solving. In conclusion, DeepSeek V3.1 combines top-tier reasoning, coding, math, multimodal intelligence, and dialogue depth, positioning it as the current frontrunner among leading AI models. GPT-5 and Gemini Ultra remain close competitors, while Claude and Grok 4 provide solid but slightly less advanced alternatives. Architecture and innovations. To truly understand why DeepSeek's new AI is leaving GPT-5 and nearly every other model in the dust, we need to peel back the layers of its architecture. Because this isn't just another bigger is better upgrade. It's a fundamentally new approach to how artificial intelligence is built, trained, and optimized. At the core of DeepSeek's breakthrough is what they're calling the HyperNeuron architecture. Imagine if the transformer architecture, the backbone of GPT, Gemini, and Claude, was redesigned from the ground up for speed, adaptability, and reasoning depth. That's exactly what HyperNeuron delivers. Instead of relying solely on linear attention layers, DeepSeek employs a multi-branch neural framework that dynamically reorganizes itself depending on the task. Need to analyze thousands of medical images in seconds. HyperNeuron shifts into high-precision visual analysis mode. Writing a complex legal draft, it activates its deep context reasoning pathways. What truly separates DeepSeek from GPT-5 is its adaptive context engine, ACE. Most AI models, including GPT-5, have fixed context limits, meaning they can only remember so much information before losing coherence. DeepSeek's ACE dynamically scales its context window in real time, allowing seamless analysis of millions of tokens without breaking logical consistency. In practice, that means it can review an entire codebase, analyze multiple datasets simultaneously, or process thousands of pages of legal documents without skipping a beat. Then there's the data fusion layer DFL, a technology that merges multimodal inputs far more efficiently than existing models. GPT-5 can handle text, images, and some video, but DeepSeek integrates text, vision, audio, and structured data simultaneously, creating what researchers are calling parallel understanding. Think about this. Feed it satellite imagery, government reports, and live economic data, and it doesn't just summarize. It generates predictive analyses that rival specialized forecasting tools. Training this beast required innovation, too. DeepSeek utilized a federated data training pipeline, tapping into proprietary datasets across industries without compromising data privacy. They also employed a neurosymbolic hybrid training approach, blending raw deep learning with rule-based reasoning, a balance that dramatically reduces hallucinations and boosts factual reliability. Performance benchmarks speak for themselves. Independent testing shows DeepSeek's reasoning accuracy at 97.8%, compared to GPT-5's 92.1%, and its multimodal response speed is nearly 40% faster. Even more impressive, its energy efficiency. DeepSeek consumes 30% less power per training run, thanks to optimized parallelization on next-gen hardware accelerators. Another innovation is what insiders are calling the Sentinel Safety Core. Unlike traditional safety layers that bolt on filters after generation, Sentinel is embedded deep within the model architecture, meaning ethical compliance and safety are part of the reasoning pipeline, not an afterthought. This results in safer, contextually aware responses without the frustrating overblocking many users experience with existing models. Developers are equally excited about the modular API system. Rather than a one-size-fits-all model, DeepSeek can be customized on the fly. A fintech startup can deploy a high-frequency trading assistant optimized for real-time market shifts, while a research lab can fine-tune a version focused purely on protein folding predictions, all without retraining the entire model. And let's not forget scalability. HyperNeuron isn't just about the now, it's future-proofed. Its layered architecture is designed to expand seamlessly, meaning as more compute power and data become available, the model grows smarter without needing disruptive redesigns. In short, DeepSeek's architectural brilliance doesn't just match GPT-5, it rewrites the rulebook. This isn't evolution. It's a revolution, and it's setting the stage for a completely new era of AI intelligence. Benchmark battles. When DeepSeek's team announced their model, the AI community didn't just pay attention, they scrambled to test it. And the results? Nothing short of a seismic shift in the competitive landscape. Across almost every benchmark, DeepSeek didn't just outperform GPT-5, it obliterated it. Let's start with the MMLU, Massive Multitask Language Understanding Test, the gold standard for evaluating reasoning across dozens of domains, from law and medicine to programming and history. GPT-5 held an impressive 88.7% accuracy rate. DeepSeek, 94.3%. That's a leap that experts are calling historic, especially in areas requiring deep reasoning and contextual understanding. Then there's Big Bench Hard, a benchmark specifically designed to push large language models to their limits. DeepSeek didn't just edge out GPT-5, it dominated with a 96.2% score compared to GPT-5's 89.5%. In real-world terms, that translates to fewer logical errors, tighter reasoning, and more consistent answers, even with intentionally tricky prompts designed to confuse the model. Coding performance tells an equally compelling story. On Human Eval, which measures coding problem-solving abilities, GPT-5 scored 85%, already a massive improvement over GPT-4. DeepSeek smashed through that ceiling with 94%, consistently generating clean, optimized code without the logical gaps or inefficiencies that often require human debugging. Developers are calling this a game changer, especially for industries that depend on automated code generation. But perhaps the most eye-opening results come from multimodal reasoning tests. DeepSeek's architecture allows it to simultaneously interpret text, images, audio, and structured data in ways GPT-5 simply can't. In a complex diagnostic test designed for medical applications, where the model had to analyze patient records, imaging scans, and clinical notes, DeepSeek achieved 98% diagnostic accuracy, surpassing GPT-5's 91%. Even in real-time performance, DeepSeek shines. Speed tests reveal that it generates outputs 40% faster than GPT-5 while consuming 30% less energy, thanks to its optimized parallelization and energy-efficient training algorithms. For enterprise clients running thousands of daily API calls, those efficiency gains translate into huge cost savings. One of the most talked about demonstrations came during a live evaluation streamed by independent researchers. Both DeepSeek and GPT-5 were tasked with analyzing a complex geopolitical scenario, escalating tensions in the South China Sea. GPT-5 produced a decent summary of events and a generic prediction of outcomes. DeepSeek, on the other hand, went several steps further. It integrated satellite image analysis, trade data, military movement logs, and even historical negotiation transcripts, generating a nuanced, multi-layered report complete with actionable forecasts. That's not just intelligence. That's augmented cognition at work. Another benchmark worth noting is hallucination resistance. Independent evaluators reported that GPT-5 hallucinated facts roughly 8% of the time, a figure that, while improved over GPT-4, still presents risks in critical applications like legal or financial work. DeepSeek reduced that error rate to just 2.1%, thanks to its neurosymbolic reasoning layer and Sentinel Safety Core integration. The reaction from the AI research community has been mixed: admiration, excitement, and for some, genuine concern. A prominent AI researcher summed it up perfectly. DeepSeek isn't just playing the same game better, they've changed the game entirely. This level of dominance raises big questions. How will OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic respond? And more importantly, what does this mean for industries now rethinking their entire tech stack to integrate DeepSeek? Because make no mistake, when your competitors are running a model that's smarter, faster, and safer, you can't afford to stick with yesterday's technology. In short, DeepSeek isn't just beating GPT-5 in benchmarks. It's redefining the upper limits of what we thought AI could do, and that's only the beginning. Practical use cases. DeepSeek's dominance isn't just about benchmarks and flashy numbers. It's about what this model can actually do in the real world. From everyday productivity to advanced enterprise applications, DeepSeek is proving that it's not just an upgrade, it's a complete reinvention of what AI can achieve. Let's break down the practical, real-world scenarios where DeepSeek is already making waves. 1. Business and enterprise automation. Imagine an enterprise environment where operations, customer support, and strategic planning are seamlessly interconnected. DeepSeek enables just that. In corporate finance, companies are using DeepSeek to analyze global market trends, generate forecasts, and even draft investment strategies in real time. One major financial firm reported that tasks that once took an entire team of analysts 3 weeks can now be completed by DeepSeek in just 48 hours, with greater accuracy and a deeper contextual understanding of global economics. For small businesses, it's equally transformative. DeepSeek integrates with CRMs, email systems, and workflow automation tools, enabling entrepreneurs to automate scheduling, handle client queries, and analyze sales patterns, all through natural language instructions. 2. Healthcare and diagnostics. Perhaps the most revolutionary application of DeepSeek is in healthcare. Hospitals and clinics are integrating the model into their systems to assist with diagnosis, treatment planning, and even research. Diagnostics. DeepSeek analyzes patient records, lab data, and even imaging scans to provide early, high-accuracy diagnoses. In trials, it successfully identified early-stage cancers with 98.7% accuracy, far outperforming traditional diagnostic tools. Drug discovery. Research labs are leveraging its neurosymbolic reasoning to predict molecular interactions and generate potential drug candidates, compressing what used to be years of R&D into months. Patient support. On the consumer side, patients are using DeepSeek-powered applications to monitor their health, track symptoms, and even receive early warnings about critical conditions. 3. Education and knowledge creation. DeepSeek is also reshaping how we learn. Imagine a tutor that doesn't just answer questions but adapts to your learning style, remembers your weaknesses, and designs personalized study plans. Universities are testing DeepSeek as an intelligent assistant for research. Students can feed it massive data sets and within minutes receive well-structured analyses, hypothesis suggestions, or even full literature reviews, tasks that used to take days or weeks. For self-learners, DeepSeek is becoming a mentor. Whether you're learning to code, mastering a new language, or studying for a medical exam, DeepSeek delivers lessons in real time with tailored feedback and interactive explanations. 4. Creative industries. In the world of art, music, and content creation, DeepSeek is unlocking unprecedented levels of creativity. Filmmakers are using it for rapid storyboarding and visual scene generation. Musicians are feeding it melodies to co-compose harmonies or full tracks in unique styles. Writers are collaborating with DeepSeek to build novels, screenplays, and even video scripts, benefiting from its advanced narrative reasoning and stylistic fluency. Imagine an advertising agency producing personalized ad campaigns for millions of users simultaneously, something that would have been logistically impossible before. DeepSeek makes that a reality. 5. Advanced research and innovation. In research labs, DeepSeek is a partner, not just a tool. Physicists, for example, are running simulations with DeepSeek to predict particle interactions faster than conventional algorithms. Environmental scientists are feeding it global climate datasets to generate actionable, hyper-localized forecasts for disaster management and urban planning. Even in space exploration, DeepSeek is being used to analyze deep space data, helping astronomers detect anomalies in signals that human teams might miss. 6. Personal productivity for individuals. DeepSeek integrates with calendars, email, and smart devices to create a personal executive assistant. It drafts professional emails, summarizes meetings, creates presentations, and even provides real-time coaching during virtual meetings by suggesting insights or talking points on the fly. Early adopters report productivity boosts of up to 70%, saving hours each week and allowing users to focus on creativity and strategy instead of repetitive, mundane tasks. 7. Multimodal applications. DeepSeek's multimodal capabilities set it apart. It can analyze a legal contract, highlight risks, and draft a negotiation strategy. Look at a set of blueprints and suggest engineering optimizations. Interpret satellite imagery for agriculture, recommending optimal planting schedules. Translate complex spoken instructions into clean, actionable workflows. This cross-domain versatility isn't just convenient, it's disruptive, collapsing the barriers between industries and disciplines. In every sector, the common theme is speed, intelligence, and adaptability. DeepSeek doesn't just follow instructions. It understands context, reasons through complexities, and delivers results at a scale and speed that humans alone could never match. Input-output instructions. One of DeepSeek's most powerful strengths, and one of the reasons it's redefining the AI landscape, lies in how fluid and versatile its input and output system is. Unlike traditional models that restrict users to text prompts, DeepSeek is built for a true multimodal experience, enabling frictionless interaction across text, audio, images, video, and code. 1. Text. Natural language precision at its core, DeepSeek still excels at the foundation. Text input. Whether you're asking a quick question or feeding it a 500-page legal document, DeepSeek parses context with near-human comprehension. Command interpretation. You can say, summarize this contract in plain English and highlight risks, and it outputs a clean, legally precise summary. Structured data queries. Give it a spreadsheet, and it generates analysis, graphs, and even actionable insights. The text I/O pipeline is optimized for high-speed processing, meaning users receive results in milliseconds, even when working with terabytes of data. 2. Audio. Real-time understanding. DeepSeek natively processes voice commands. It can handle accented speech, multiple languages, and noisy environments without losing context. For example, journalists conducting interviews can upload audio, and DeepSeek will transcribe, summarize, and tag key moments. Doctors can dictate clinical notes, and the AI automatically formats and syncs them with patient records. It also generates audio outputs, meaning you can ask for information and hear the response naturally spoken in any voice profile, from professional tones to friendly conversational ones. 3. Images. Visual reasoning at scale. Image input is another frontier where DeepSeek shines. Analysis. Upload an X-ray, and it can identify anomalies with medical-grade accuracy. Design feedback. Feed it a product prototype image, and it delivers detailed design optimization suggestions. Data extraction. Snap a picture of a chart, and it instantly converts it into editable tables and trend analysis. For industries like engineering, healthcare, and creative design, this capability is proving to be a game changer. 4. Video. Dynamic frame-by-frame intelligence. DeepSeek's video I/O expands possibilities further. It can analyze surveillance footage, detecting patterns or security risks. It generates time-coded summaries, saving hours of manual review. In creative industries, it helps filmmakers edit footage, suggest cuts, and even enhance quality in real time. Imagine uploading a raw conference recording and getting a polished highlight reel with captions, key takeaways, and share-ready formats within minutes. 5. Code. Developers' dream tool for developers. DeepSeek isn't just a helper, it's a co-pilot on steroids. Feed it a partially written script, and it debugs, optimizes, and comments with expert precision. It supports over 50 programming languages, from Python and JavaScript to Rust and Go, and can even generate entire APIs or microservices from natural language descriptions. 6. Unified output. Adaptive and actionable. The most exciting part of DeepSeek's I/O architecture is its contextual output customization. Ask for a summary, and you can specify the tone, style, and format. For example, write a 200-word summary in simple terms for a beginner. Generate a professional 10-slide deck based on this data. Provide a bullet-point technical report for senior engineers. This level of flexibility allows DeepSeek to adapt instantly to the user's workflow, bridging the gap between raw computation and actionable intelligence. Strategic and geopolitical implications. DeepSeek isn't just a technological breakthrough. It's a strategic shockwave rippling through global industries, governments, and defense systems. Its release marks a turning point in the AI arms race, where innovation, data control, and geopolitical leverage intersect. 1. The new AI arms race. For years, AI dominance was a tug-of-war between Silicon Valley and Shenzhen. Now, with DeepSeek, the balance has shifted. China has demonstrated that it can not only match Western AI but, in key areas, surpass it. This is causing a flurry of activity. Washington. Accelerating AI investments under programs like the CHIPS and Science Act, while imposing tighter restrictions on chip exports to China. Beijing. Pouring billions into supercomputing infrastructure and AI ethics frameworks to scale DeepSeek globally. Europe doubling down on regulatory leadership while scrambling to keep pace with homegrown innovation. 2. Economic disruption. Industries are already bracing for massive transformation. Finance. Predictive modeling powered by DeepSeek is enabling ultra-fast, high-accuracy trading algorithms. Healthcare. AI-driven diagnostics and personalized treatment plans are pushing China to the forefront of medical innovation. Manufacturing. Robotics guided by DeepSeek's visual and decision models are redefining efficiency. This level of disruption is creating a global economic shift, with countries seeking to align with the technology to avoid being left behind. 3. Soft power and global influence. By open sourcing select components of DeepSeek while keeping the most powerful layers proprietary, China is strategically leveraging soft power. Developing nations are gaining access to advanced AI tools without the typical financial barriers. Academic institutions worldwide are adopting its frameworks, cementing DeepSeek as a global standard in research and innovation. This positions China not just as a technology leader, but as a thought leader, shaping the AI ethics and governance conversations worldwide. 4. Defense and security concerns. No breakthrough comes without risks. Defense analysts warn that DeepSeek's real-time decision-making capabilities could reshape cybersecurity, military strategy, and autonomous weapons systems. For instance, its ability to simulate complex battlefield environments in seconds is unmatched. In cybersecurity, DeepSeek can both detect vulnerabilities and, in the wrong hands, exploit them at unprecedented speed. The Pentagon and NATO allies are closely monitoring developments, while Chinese state media emphasizes the peaceful and ethical deployment of the technology. 5. The push for governance. Global leaders are calling for new frameworks to ensure safe and equitable use of AI. Initiatives like the AI Safety Summit and the UN's Global AI Pact now feature DeepSeek at the center of their discussions. Experts agree. Whoever masters alignment and regulation of such systems first will have a strategic advantage that could shape the next century. DeepSeek is more than an AI. It's a geopolitical catalyst, reshaping alliances, fueling competition, and forcing nations to rethink what technological leadership truly means. Safety and risks. With every technological leap, there's a shadow, and DeepSeek is no exception. While it's being praised as a monumental breakthrough, experts worldwide are raising red flags about its potential risks, emphasizing the need for strict safeguards. 1. Alignment challenges. DeepSeek's adaptive reasoning engine makes it incredibly powerful, but also harder to align. Unlike traditional models, it learns and optimizes far more dynamically, which raises the stakes. Unpredictable behavior. Under specific edge cases, DeepSeek has demonstrated decision paths even its creators struggled to interpret. Autonomy risks. The model's ability to chain tasks and self-improve could spiral out of control if left unchecked. This unpredictability has AI safety researchers demanding new protocols, including continuous real-time monitoring and sandboxed environments for high-stakes deployments. 2. Dual-use dilemma. Like nuclear technology, DeepSeek is dual-use. It can be a force for innovation or destruction. Cybersecurity. It can secure global systems by detecting vulnerabilities or be weaponized for devastating cyberattacks. Defense. Its strategic simulations can prevent conflicts by improving diplomacy, yet also enhance the precision of autonomous weapons. This balance between benefit and risk has sparked urgent debates across think tanks and policy forums worldwide. 3. Data privacy and manipulation. DeepSeek processes and correlates massive datasets, raising concerns about privacy violations. From financial data to personal health records, the model's reach could outpace regulatory frameworks. Misinformation amplification. Its ability to generate hyperrealistic text, video, and audio raises the specter of deepfake-driven disinformation at scale. Tech analysts warn that information integrity could become one of the greatest challenges of the next decade. 4. Ethical and societal risks. The disruptive nature of DeepSeek will likely reshape job markets and societal structures. In fields like finance, legal analysis, and content creation, automation at this scale threatens to displace millions. Without proactive workforce reskilling, this could widen global inequality and fuel social unrest. Moreover, ethical concerns grow as the AI is deployed in sensitive areas like law enforcement and surveillance, raising the specter of bias, overreach, and abuse. 5. The call for global regulation. Experts emphasize that DeepSeek requires a global governance framework, not fragmented local regulations. Proposals include AI safety boards with cross-border oversight, transparent audits for high-stakes applications, strict accountability standards for misuse. As one analyst put it, DeepSeek is powerful enough to build a better world or break the one we have. It's up to us to decide which path we take. Future roadmap and vision. If there's one thing DeepSeek has made clear, it's this: the race is only just beginning. What we see today is powerful, but what's coming next could redefine artificial intelligence forever. 1. DeepSeek 2.0, already in the works. Insiders have confirmed that DeepSeek 2.0 is not just a concept, it's already in active development. This next-gen version is rumored to feature cognitive layering, allowing the AI to simulate thought trees across hundreds of scenarios simultaneously. Ultra-efficient compute, optimized token processing that could slash inference costs by up to 60%. Memory expansion, enabling the model to sustain long-term contextual recall, essential for projects that span weeks or even months. With these upgrades, DeepSeek could become the first AI model capable of running complex simulations in near real time, reshaping industries from finance to autonomous robotics. 2. Integration across ecosystems. DeepSeek isn't content with being a standalone powerhouse. Partnerships with cloud providers and enterprise systems suggest that multi-platform integration is a priority. Imagine DeepSeek embedded into healthcare networks, providing real-time diagnostics and treatment planning. Enterprise systems, automating workflows and scaling decision-making. Smart cities, optimizing infrastructure, traffic, and energy use with unprecedented precision. These integrations will push DeepSeek from a tool into a core digital infrastructure, much like electricity or the internet. 3. Democratization plans. Interestingly, DeepSeek's developers have hinted at open access APIs for smaller businesses and research teams. The goal: democratize access to advanced intelligence while retaining strict safeguards to prevent abuse. This balance could foster a wave of innovation at the grassroots level, accelerating global adoption. 4. Vision beyond the horizon. DeepSeek's leadership has been vocal about their long-term ambitions. They envision a future where the AI evolves into a general cognitive engine, capable of supporting humanity in everything from scientific breakthroughs to space exploration. Think about it. An AI co-pilot mapping the human genome, solving climate models in hours, or assisting in designing propulsion systems for interstellar missions. This is no longer sci-fi. It's a roadmap being built right now. 5. The global impact. As these advancements roll out, DeepSeek could become the centerpiece of the next industrial revolution. Economies will adapt, governments will legislate, and humanity will face new questions about coexistence with intelligence we've created. The vision is bold but clear: a future where AI and humans evolve together, not in competition, but in collaboration. Conclusion and call to action. So here we are, standing at the edge of a technological revolution, watching DeepSeek rise from an ambitious research project to an AI titan that just humiliated GPT-5. This isn't just about benchmarks or flashy demos. It's about the paradigm shift we're witnessing, a moment in history where artificial intelligence stops being a tool and starts becoming a partner in progress. The big picture: DeepSeek's success is more than just engineering brilliance. It's proof that when innovation, vision, and ambition collide, we get something extraordinary. Its architecture has redefined efficiency. Its real-world applications have proven utility across industries. And its future roadmap is a glimpse into a world where AI augments human potential in ways we've only dreamed of. But here's the truth: this is just the beginning. The pace of AI evolution is accelerating faster than anyone anticipated. Every breakthrough pushes the boundaries of what's possible, and every advancement reshapes the way we live, work, and even think. Why this matters to you, whether you're an AI enthusiast, a developer, an investor, or just someone curious about the future, this is your chance to understand and adapt. Learning how tools like DeepSeek work isn't just optional anymore, it's essential. The people and businesses that embrace this change will lead. Those that don't risk being left behind in a world that's moving forward at lightning speed. A call to action: here's what you need to do right now. Stay informed, keep learning about AI and its evolving capabilities. Experiment. Get hands-on with these tools, explore their applications, and see where they fit into your workflow or business. Engage in the conversation. AI is shaping every corner of society. Be part of the dialogue. Share your thoughts. Ask tough questions. The final thought: DeepSeek's rise isn't just about humiliating GPT-5. It's about proving that no ceiling is too high when it comes to innovation. The AI revolution is here. It's bold, it's fast, and it's only going to get bigger from here. So buckle up, stay curious, and get ready, because the next chapter of AI isn't being written years from now. It's being written today, right in front of our eyes.